You know, it's not just our members of our military who serve and make sacrifices, it's their families too. This morning, as we close out Pride Month, we're introducing you to the backbone of one local family that shows the changing face of service. Jonathan Raley is the first to confirm he can burst into tears quite easily. But on this cold night in January of 2020, he had every reason.
I really do think that I put up a guard. I did not let myself feel how painful it was.
Jonathan is the director of philanthropy at Gilda's Club in Louisville. And that's his husband, former Army Captain Dr. Dennis Cornell, returning from a year's deployment in the Middle East, a year that tested and challenged both Jonathan and their two kids, Mara and Max.
I still feel like I have this little spot sometimes. If I think about it too long, if I focus on it, I go right back to that moment and I just feel void of everything.
With the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy repealed, Dennis commissioned into the Army as an officer in 2014. 6 months later, he and Jonathan were married.
I'll never forget the day he came in and told me that he was going to be deployed. I thought he was joking. I had no idea.
Dennis would spend a year serving in Kuwait and Iraq.
It was hands down the toughest year of my life, and I lived through the COVID-19 pandemic. I was trying to be strong for everybody. I think it's also one of those flaws of just being a man. You have to be tough, you have to be strong, and everybody knows that I can cry at the drop of a hat. But I had to put my big boy shoes on. I had to stand up and put some of that stuff to the side.
He's quick to point out it wasn't always pretty, but it was mission accomplished.
It's important because a lot of folks take for granted that there are different groups of people than maybe the way they look or the way they live their life.
If I were to ask Dennis what he was proud of, what do you think he'd say?
He's proud I didn't burn down the house. I think he's proud of me. I hope he is.
We'll tell you, Dennis actually finished his military career last month. He just received a doctorate in social work from the University of Kentucky. Jonathan has this massive responsibility of being the fundraising force behind Gilda's Club. We know the great work they do there. Obviously, they're thrilled to be back, but understand that not all military families have that privilege, right, of the soldier coming home.
And what an amazing couple. What a power couple.
Yeah.
It really speaks to you never know what people in your life are going through.
Yeah, and
you absolutely never know.
You don't, and we celebrate our military families as we should, but here inclusion matters. I'm not sure people have seen that family in this kind of context, so happy to share that story.
Absolutely.